Why hello there, and welcome to my final NaNoWriMo 2018 vlog, which means that I get to stop saying the word NaNoWriMo because it is a very silly word. So, I suppose the, big question, did I succeed at the NaNoWriMo? And the answer to that is complicated. Did I meet the big NaNoWriMo 50,000 word goal? No. Was I trying to meet the 50,000 word goal? Also no. So what I did do is set myself a personal goal of 20,000 words, which I very soon decided was a bit too intimidating, so I cut it in half to 10,000. That's the one that you may have heard about in my first vlog on this. Then I passed that goal and upped my goal to 17,500 words. And now I am ending out the month at 20,645 words. So I ended up meeting my original word count goal that I had thought was a little unrealistic, given my lack of writing experience. So I guess that's a thing. But more importantly, did I finish my novella? And the answer to that is no, I did not. I think I'm out like 2/3 of the way through. It's really hard to tell, as I said previously, since I don't use any kind of strict outline. So did I succeed overall? I don't know. That's the thing, is since I'm not going by the official rules, it's anytime you're judging success by your own criteria, it's kind of the only point of declaring yourself successful is to have a little success feather to put in your cap to make yourself feel good. And I don't really care about that. I'm perfectly content being miserable. So, did I succeed, NaNoWriMo? I don't really care. So, sorry, that's not a great answer. So, but let's move on to what did I learn from NaNoWriMo 2018? And, few things. As I said, I did it twice before. Well, I tried to do NaNoWriMo twice before. But this was the first year that I made it past, the first week. And ended up writing something, I think, probably 4 times longer than anything else I had written before. And one thing that became fairly obvious, not the first time I noticed this, but, it became more evident when you're writing every day. Writing takes a really long time. You sit down in the evening and you write for a few minutes, and then it's 3 o'clock and you're like, what happened to the steady and predictable progression of time? I assume it's something that, you get used to eventually, but I have yet to, so that's a thing. Also about, my own qualities writer, apparently I am not great. I'm bad would be a better word, at paragraph breaks. I think this might come from my experience mainly in writing role-playing books, where there's a lot of really, concrete ideas in your paragraphs. It's very much saying one thing then another. This is what the monster looks like. This is what the monster's behavior is. This is what you can do with the monster's pelt after you kill it. Very clear ideas in your paragraphs, and in narrative, especially a longer form narrative, they can kind of bleed together, and it can be hard to figure out where to break these paragraphs. I got better at it as I went on, I think, but in some of the early chapters, there's full page paragraphs that, yeah, editing is a thing I'm gonna need to do. Also, about my own writing style, I feel like I noticed that I apparently absolutely love putting dialogue tags in the middle of a sentence. If you don't know what I'm talking about, something like, "Why hello there," said the charming bard, and welcome to my final NaNoWriMo 2018 vlog. Yeah, I noticed I do that a lot. It's not a bad thing, it's just a thing that I noticed, and I feel like if I were reading a book and the author were doing as much as I seem to be doing it, I would notice and be like, they seem to like putting the dialogue tag in the middle of a sentence. Yeah. But overall, I do feel like I came out of the month a little bit better of a writer than I went into it. Unfortunately, it can be really hard to like gauge improvement with writing versus like other things, and that's probably a topic for a whole different video. I don't know, next week or something I'll talk about that. But yeah, let's move on to the future. Or specifically the future as it relates to this thing that I was writing for NaNoWriMo. So I think what I'm going to do now is I've set myself a very loose deadline of the end of the year. So, you know, the end of next month to finish this and get like a first revision done and get it in front of some like trusted eyeballs, so they can tell me all the things that are wrong with it, and I can go back and, fix them, because I'm not one of those people who insist that everything I do is perfect the first time. Then, you know, revisions, and hopefully I can get it, like, submission ready by, I believe, April is when Eraserhead Press opens their submission window. Because, you know, if you're going to submit your first novella to a publisher, you know, you might as well go for the biggest, or I guess the biggest within a specified niche genre. Because, you know, then when you get rejected, you can be like, well, that makes sense. They have very high quality standards. Whereas if you submit yourself to like something really low end and they reject you, and just like, oh man, they published a novel by a dog and they rejected me. I'm not sure how you would have a novel written by a dog, but it's a amusing scenario. Alright, I believe that I am done with this video. Don't have anything else to talk about. So, if you have enjoyed the video, you should push the like button, and you can hit the subscribe button and join the Cool Kids Club. Did you do the NaNoWriMo? Did you succeed? Did you fail? Are you ambivalent about the very concept of success like I am? Let me know in the comments. Well, until next time.